10 things you will only see in Russia. Russia is not just the largest country in the world, it's also one of the most fascinating. Stretching across 2 continents, spanning 11 time zones, and home to over 190 ethnic groups, this country is packed with traditions, landscapes, and quirks you won't find anywhere else on Earth. Whether it's frozen lakes that sing or subway stations that rival royal palaces, Russia has a way of constantly surprising you. So if you think you've seen it all, think again. Because today, we're diving into the 10 things you'll only see in Russia. A list that proves this nation is every bit as wild, wonderful, and weird as the stories suggest. 10th. Mayonnaise as a food group. Let's kick things off with something deliciously Russian. Mayonnaise. In most countries, it's a condiment. In Russia, it's a culinary lifestyle. From salads and sandwiches to savory cakes and even some soups, mayo isn't just added, it's expected. The most iconic example? The famous Olivier salad, often called Russian salad, made with potatoes, carrots, peas, pickles, eggs, and, of course, heaps of mayonnaise. During holidays like New Year's Eve, supermarkets stock up like it's going out of style. Some Russians even make their own at home, using traditional recipes passed down from grandparents. Add in the national love of dill and pickled vegetables, and you've got a flavor profile that's unique, bold, and unapologetically Russian. 9. Polar nights, where the sun disappears for months. In far northern towns like Murmansk, Naryan Mar, and Dixon, winter brings an extraordinary phenomenon called polar night. For weeks, or even months, the sun never rises above the horizon. The result? A world bathed in twilight or complete darkness. 24 hours a day. It sounds like something from a fantasy novel, but in Russia, it's just winter. Locals adjust by creating routines that prioritize mental well-being. Bright artificial lighting, vitamin D supplements, and community events all play a role in surviving the long night. And when the sun finally returns, towns hold celebrations like it's a national holiday. These communities are among the most resilient in the world, making life in Arctic Russia something you'll only truly understand if you've lived it. 8. Bears. Casually wandering into town. Nowhere else will you hear someone say, "Oh look, a bear's back at the bins again," quite like in Russia. In Siberia and the Russian Far East, brown bears aren't just wildlife, they're uninvited visitors. It's not uncommon to see them wandering into small towns, digging through rubbish bins, or even strolling near schools. While these encounters are usually peaceful, thanks to public awareness, they're also a stark reminder of how close the wilderness still is. In most countries, bears are exotic. In Russia, they're neighbors, curious, massive, and sometimes just looking for leftovers. It's another reminder that 10 things you'll only see in Russia includes not just traditions and culture, but wildlife that literally comes to your doorstep. 7. Roads that disappear in spring. Spring in Russia is more than blooming flowers. It's mud season, and it's brutal. In many remote regions, particularly in the taiga and steppe, once the snow melts, the roads disappear into thick, gooey rivers of mud. Locals call it Rasputitsa, a time when even tractors struggle to move, and entire villages are cut off. This seasonal phenomenon isn't new. It has shaped Russian history, transport, and even military strategies. Today, it's just part of life. In rural areas, having a heavy-duty off-roader is less of a luxury and more of a survival tool. And yes, there's an entire subgenre of YouTube dedicated to vehicles getting hilariously stuck in Russian mud. 6. The longest train ride in the world. The Trans-Siberian Railway is not just a train, it's a legend. Stretching from Moscow to Vladivostok, this iconic route covers nearly 10,000 kilometers and takes about 7 days to complete. That's right, You can sit on a train for a full week without ever leaving Russia. Along the way, you'll pass through everything from forests and mountains to tiny villages and massive cities. You'll cross 11 time zones, sip tea in old-fashioned glass holders, and hear languages and dialects shift as you travel east. There's truly nothing else like it. It's a journey through time, space, and the soul of a country. It's no wonder this legendary ride earns its place on the list of 10 things you'll only see in Russia. 5. Churches that look like they belong in fairy tales. Russia's Orthodox churches are unlike any religious buildings you've ever seen. Take a walk through Red Square and you'll be mesmerized by the multicolored domes of St. Basil's Cathedral. But this isn't just a one-off. All across Russia, you'll find churches that look like gingerbread houses come to life. The style blends Byzantine roots with Baroque, Russian folk design, and something utterly magical. You'll see swirling domes, bright pastels, gold leaf, and architectural flourishes that wouldn't look out of place in a storybook. Even small villages often have onion-domed churches that rise above the snow like colorful beacons of tradition. 4. Ice swimming on purpose. In many countries, falling into icy water is a disaster. In Russia, it's a hobby. Ice swimming is a cherished tradition, especially around the Orthodox holiday of Epiphany, when believers plunge into freezing lakes and rivers to symbolically wash away sins. But it's not just religious. There are walrus clubs of people who take icy dips all winter long, believing it boosts immunity, improves circulation, and builds mental strength. There's usually a sauna nearby, some warm clothes, and possibly a celebratory drink afterward. But make no mistake, this isn't for tourists. It's a lifestyle. Whether it's -10 or -30, you'll find brave souls carving holes in ice and diving in, calmly, as if it's no big deal. 3. Dashcam videos you wouldn't believe. Ever wonder where all those viral car videos come from? Look no further than Russia. The country is famous for its dashcam culture, and for good reason. Due to insurance fraud and unpredictable traffic, most drivers install dashboard cameras, and the footage they capture is nothing short of incredible. Think meteors blazing through the sky, herds of cows crossing highways, wedding parades blocking traffic, and yes, even the occasional tank rumbling down a city street. Russian dashcams have captured moments that feel scripted for a movie, except they're completely real. It's a raw, unfiltered glimpse into everyday life in Russia, where the unexpected isn't the exception. It's the norm. Metro stations that feel like palaces. If you think all subways are grimy and gray, you've clearly never taken the Moscow Metro. Opened in 1935, it's considered one of the most beautiful transit systems in the world. Some stations look like royal ballrooms, complete with chandeliers, marble pillars, stained glass, and intricate mosaics. The idea was to make underground travel feel grand, accessible, and even noble. Stations like Komsomolskaya, Mayakovskaya, and Novoslobodskaya are national treasures, not just stops on a map. Riding the metro in Russia is more than commuting. It's an art tour. And the best part? A ticket still costs just a fraction of what most major cities charge. 1. Lake Baikal, the jewel of Russia. At the very top of our list of 10 things you'll only see in Russia is Lake Baikal, a place that defies imagination. Located in Siberia, it's the deepest, oldest, and clearest freshwater lake on Earth. It holds nearly 20% of the world's unfrozen freshwater supply. That's more than all of the Great Lakes in North America combined. But Baikal isn't just a record breaker, it's otherworldly. In winter, it freezes into a vast sheet of ice so thick you can drive on it. The ice forms crystalline ridges, deep cracks, and even creates singing sounds that echo across the surface. In summer, the water is so transparent, You can see the lake bed dozens of meters below. Locals revere the lake as sacred. Its biodiversity is unmatched, home to thousands of species that exist nowhere else. Whether you believe in nature's magic or not, standing beside Baikal will leave you speechless. From mystical lakes to icy traditions and metro stations that double as museums, these are the 10 things you'll only see in Russia. It's a country where the ordinary becomes extraordinary, and where every corner hides a new surprise. Russia truly is one of the world's most fascinating destinations. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell.